Startup mafias are groups of entrepreneurs who leave successful tech companies to start their own ventures. They are called mafias because they often maintain strong connections with their former colleagues and employers, and sometimes collaborate or compete with them. Startup mafias are a sign of a mature and vibrant tech ecosystem, where talent and innovation can flow freely. Startup mafias have been a common phenomenon in the US, especially in Silicon Valley, where companies like PayPal, Google, and Facebook have spawned hundreds of new businesses. Some of the most famous examples are Tesla and SpaceX, founded by Elon Musk after he sold PayPal to eBay, and Palantir, co-founded by Peter Thiel, another PayPal alumnus. In recent years, Europe and Israel have also seen a surge in startup mafias, as more tech companies in the region have reached unicorn status, a valuation of $1 billion or more, and attracted global attention. According to a report by Excel, a venture capital firm, out of 353 unicorn companies in Europe and Israel, 221 have spun out 1,171 new tech-enabled startup companies, with employees at these firms leaving to start up their own ventures. Some of the most prolific sources of startup mafias in Europe and Israel are Spotify, Delivery Hero, and Criteo. Spotify, the Swedish music streaming giant, has spawned 32 new companies, including Soundtrack Your Brand, a B2B music service co-founded by Spotify's former global head of business development. Delivery Hero, the German online food delivery platform, has generated 32 new startups, such as Gorillas, a grocery delivery app founded by a former Delivery Hero executive. Criteo, the French online advertising company, has given birth to 31 new businesses, such as TEDS, a video advertising platform co-founded by two former Criteo engineers. Startup mafias are formed by former employees of successful tech companies who share a common vision, culture, and network. They often leave their jobs because they want to pursue their own ideas, solve new problems, or create more impact. They also benefit from the experience, skills, and reputation they gain from working at high-growth companies. They usually stay in touch with their former co-workers and bosses, who can provide them with advice, funding, or referrals. Sometimes they even partner with their former employers to leverage their resources or customer base. Startup mafias are shaping the future of tech by creating new products, services, and markets that challenge the status quo and disrupt existing industries. They also contribute to the diversity and dynamism of the tech ecosystem by fostering innovation, competition, and collaboration. Startup mafias are not only a result of successful tech companies, but also a catalyst for more success stories to emerge. Europe and Israel have seen a surge in startup mafias in recent years, with an average of 5 new tech startups being created for every venture-backed unicorn company in the region. A unicorn company is a privately held firm that is valued at $1 billion or more by investors. A startup mafia is a group of entrepreneurs who leave a successful company to start their own ventures, often in related fields or markets. According to a report by the venture capital firm Excel, out of the 353 unicorn companies in Europe and Israel, 221 have spun out 1,171 new tech-enabled startup companies as of May. This means that for every billion-dollar company, there are about 5 new startups that emerge from its former employees. This trend shows that the region's startup ecosystem is maturing and becoming more dynamic and innovative. Some of the most prominent examples of companies that have spawned startup mafias include Spotify, the music streaming giant that has generated 32 new companies, Delivery Hero, the online food delivery platform that has produced 32 new startups, and Criteo, the digital advertising company that has given birth to 31 new ventures. These companies have created a culture of risk-taking, learning, and entrepreneurship among their employees, who have gone on to apply their skills and experience to new challenges and opportunities. The report also reveals that the average time taken for a startup to reach unicorn status in Europe and Israel is now just 7 years, compared to 9 years. This indicates that the region's startups are growing faster and attracting more capital and talent. The report also highlights some of the emerging sectors and regions that are driving the growth of the startup mafias, such as fintech, health tech, e-commerce, and cloud computing, as well as countries like Germany, France, Sweden, and Israel. The development of startup mafias in Europe and Israel mirrors the trend of startup mafias in the United States, where companies like PayPal indirectly helped create huge businesses like Tesla and Palantir.